All right, so we're showing a demonstration here of the SICK LMS 511 bulk scanner and the ease of setup. So what we've got is the bulk scanner, and we've put in a temporary background to use as our reference for if you were looking down at a conveyor. So this will be our reference point. Anything above it, it will measure as a bulk volume. And so to get started, we need to open up our SOPAS engineering software. SOPAS will automatically open and start an auto IP search for the scanner. So it found the scanner, shows that we need to edit the IP address because IP on my computer doesn't match the same range as the scanner. So what I'm going to do is actually set my IP address on my laptop to something similar. Okay, so we're set up there, and we'll do another search. So now it found it, and we can add it to our project, and we show it online. So now we can double click this and it will open up the parameter tool. So here you see the scanner, you see some stuff that it's scanning. It's set to factory default right now. So if we hit this, it'll bring it in closer so we can see what we're doing. Zoom in a little bit. So currently, scanner sees our background and we need to teach it a reference. So in order to do that, we go to Teach In. And first we'll have to, it's in maintenance mode, but we'll actually have to log in as an authorized client. So authorized client, password is client. Once we're logged in, then we'll be able to make parameter changes. So here you can adjust your scan angle. Zoom back into this again. So this is where you'd adjust just the area you want to do your measurement. And then you have further adjustments for edge detection and edge monitoring. And once you're satisfied with your scan angle, then you can hit Teach In. So it's going to go out and it's going to create a reference contour with an average over 1,000 cycles. If it's an outdoor application, you can click the Optimize for Outdoor application box. We're not going to do that because we're indoors. So once you hit Teach In, it will go out and check that reference contour over 1,000 scans. And once it's done, the little box here will turn green. So now we are taught in, so you can see the line, which is representing our reference contour. And to test it, we can go into measuring mode and see that it's currently not measuring anything. If we put something in front of the scanner, in front of our reference, it should start measuring a value. If we take it away, it should stop measuring. Now currently it's set up to be a fixed belt speed. So under measurement, you can either do a fixed value if you know your belt speed, or you can do an encoder value. So you can set a encoder signal to give you your belt speed, or you can do an analog value. In this case, we're doing fixed, so we don't have to hook up an encoder. Additionally, you can calculate bulk density. If you know the density of the product, you can put that in as a fixed value, or we can tie it in with an analog signal from like a load cell and get analog value for bulk density, and it can calculate it that way. Additionally, you can monitor your center point or your highest point for your bulk height, if that matters. You have some averaging filters. As well, we have compensation for vibration. Factory default set to 50%. You can reduce that. It will give you a more accurate measurement, or if you need vibration tolerance, then you can increase it to deal with any vibration that's on the machine. As well, the sensor is able to monitor contamination on the lens, so you can get an output. If there's contamination on the lens, then they know that they can go clean it. As well, you can adjust the scan frequency. Edge monitoring is a way that you can configure digital outputs. If you start getting too close to the edge, you can turn an output on for that. And then there's also a compensation function for compensating for materials that have compression, some kind of a compression factor, if that is an issue. And then we have our interfaces, so your inputs and outputs. So these can all be configured for different functions. Again, anytime I make a change, I have to use the maintenance mode. So output 1, I can do information warning, which would be something like the lens being dirty and needs to be clean, or your volume quota is being met or not, mass quota, volume flow rate, mass flow rate, center of gravity, bulk height, bulk density, and bulk speed. And you have up to 6 outputs that you can configure for this. As well, they can be configured as active low or active high, and you can have a switching delay. And more information on warnings. So here would be contamination for the lens, or edge monitoring. And that is the gist of setting up the bulk scanner.